Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really not sure what I'm going to have in this video. We've got so much going on. It is Friday. I'm usually off on Friday, so it's the start of our weekend, and that's when we get most of our work done at the house. I do know that they've already textured the walls inside the house, and so now I have got to paint. I've got to paint the kitchen before next week when the cabinets and countertops come in. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. I don't know how much of that I'll show. That can't be fun to watch, but I will show at least the end product, and just hang around and see what we've got going on this weekend. Okay, so here's the kitchen, and in case you're curious, the living room, and it is a mess. Everything's a mess around here. Not even gonna try to hide that mess. But, so some of the sheetrock is new. Well, we had to replace it because of maybe old, where water got in before. And like I said, this house was vacant for several years before we moved in. And so there was some water leak and water damage that we had to get taken care of. And then at one time, it looked like it had either some termites or ants or something. And so some things had to be replaced because of that. And so we've got some new sheetrock, and then we've got the old sheetrock, and all of this had paneling, you know, the wood paneling on it. So that sheetrock is really old and off-colored. So the first thing I'm gonna have to do is kilts this. Okay, I have kilts this. Well, not very good, did I? But I did. And it's drying. And I'll see if that'll be enough to paint. I might have to do it again. I don't know. The ceiling's looking a little rough. But it's not dry yet. So when it dries, I'll try painting it and see what happens. Okay, you guys know that we've had our death layer chicks inside for several weeks. We finally got them outside. I ordered a little bitty cage from Amazon, and the other day Greg put it together, and they've been outside for this is the third day today. And so I'm going to show you where they are and how they're doing.
That doesn't make any sense.
What's up, Tucker? What's up, Tucker? Tara. Oh, and there's Caleb. Can't leave Caleb out. What? Okay, here they are. And if Tucker will stay down, they'll come over to me. So we're hoping that they are a hen and a rooster. The one back there in the back is definitely a rooster, but I'm hoping this one up here is a hen. And she's got a big tail. She's got a big tail, but from the pictures I've seen, the hens do have big tails. So if if they'd come this way, I'd show you that she doesn't have, you know, like a big comb or wattles or anything. So look, see how much difference there is in the comb and the face. So I'm really hoping for one rooster and one hen, and maybe we could get some eggs hatched out of that. Leave in the comment below what you think, if you think that's going to be a hen. So these are death layers. These are the golden death layers. They come in two colors, golden and silver. Of course, Cassie over at Walker Farm Fam and Catching Up with the Walkers, they have the, Cassie and Gary, they have the silver death layer chicks, and these are the golden. We've got that cardboard back there just to kind of help block the wind off of them. It's gotten warm during the day, but at night it's still getting into the upper 20s, and these guys have been inside. Now they've been in the garage, so it's not like they've been under the heat lamp or anything. But birds can do okay in the cold. You just got to keep them out of the breeze. And so at night we put that tarp over the top and offer them protection from all sides, and then that cardboard's just there to kind of block the wind. But hopefully that's a hen right there. And they are really enjoying being outside, and I tell you what, I'm really enjoying them being outside. So speaking of chickens, there's this, everybody's talking about chicken eggs, or the lack of chicken eggs. There's a lot of chickens not laying, and some people suspect that it has to do with the Tractor Supply feed, because a lot of people who are not getting eggs do feed the Tractor Supply feed. I don't feed Tractor Supply feed. I get my feed from a local feed store, and I am currently getting anywhere from 6 to 9 or 10 eggs a day now. But I will say that our chickens did quit laying for a while. Now I know in the winter time, now we've had chickens for a few years now, right? So I'm kind of familiar with how they are, and they do slow down quite a bit during the winter. But we had well over a month period where they didn't lay at all, and that is unusual for us anyway. We usually get, even in the coldest part of the winter, we usually get, you know, at least 1 or 2 eggs. But I mean, it was like over a month that they did not lay at all, and I don't feed them that Tractor Supply chicken feed. Take a look at our birds. Greg keeps telling me that Blizzard, that Tom there, has attacked him a couple of times. And you know, when he comes out to feed them, I watch to see if he attacks them, but I haven't seen that happen yet. But he swears by it. He says that, so he doesn't do it every time, but sometimes when he comes out, as he's leaving, that the Tom will attack him. I hope that's not the case. And for the turkey's sake, I hope that he never decides to attack me. But I guess half of them are still, there's an egg sitting in the mud over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Where that chicken just came out, there's an egg sitting there. So yeah, ours are laying. Mike over at Fowler Family Farm, his chickens weren't laying. He did feed the Tractor Supply feed, and he started videoing on a daily basis to kind of document how his chickens were doing and whether they were laying or not. And he changed the feed up. And so if you'll go over to Fowler Family Farm and check out their videos and see the results that he got from changing from the Tractor Supply feed to another brand of feed. Now they're coming out. I don't want to go in there, it's muddy. I need to do something different. We have gotten a lot of rain, but I need to do something different here at the chicken run, because it gets pretty nasty. And we don't need it to be nasty like this for the birds. I say nasty, it's mud from all the rain. We need the rain, but we don't need the mud in here. There's the rooster, Bantam rooster. Oh, there's one of the hens. Ah, can't get her. There she is. Well, can't really get her very well. There are two Bantam hens in here, and they are laying. And then over here, with this rooster, I have a barred rock, and she's laying. When my chickens weren't laying as often, they started slowing way down probably in October, you know, quite a bit. And then there was a period where they didn't lay at all. I mean, over a month. And I noticed on social media that other people were having the same problem. So I thought maybe it had something to do with the weather. Other than it going into winter, I thought it maybe had to do with a weather cycle, you know, some sort of cycle that we were in. But then a lot of people that were using the Tractor Supply feed changed their feed, and immediately the birds started producing eggs. But the thing is, I don't use Tractor Supply feed. I use a local feed store who produces their own feed. My chickens are laying now. They started laying about 2 weeks ago, but I've never had them go so long without laying. But this brings me to something else. These two guys stay in here. I've had them locked up in here for a while now, and we let them out today because the weather's nice and they've been in there long enough. I'm pretty positive that they're going to go back in there and roost tonight, and all I have to do is shut the door. But over there is where we had our two ducks, and about a week ago a predator got in and got those two ducks. We never locked them up, ever. We always let them out, and I guess shouldn't have done that, and something got in and got both of them. It's really sad. I don't know what it was, but there's an empty space there now where the ducks used to be. And remember, in a couple of videos ago, I talked about picking up those Cayuga duck eggs and trying to hatch them. Only 3 were fertile, and out of those 3, only 1 hatched. I started having problems with that one. He started having, he seemed to have problems breathing. If in his nostril, it kind of looked wet, like, I don't know. Let me get behind here because the wind's blowing. It kind of looked wet, like maybe mucus or something. And when he would breathe, there would be like this clicking. And I looked up online, and it could be a few things. The prognosis wasn't good in any of the situations, and the only thing that I could find that I could do for the duck is to take it to the vet. And I can't take a duck to the vet. I can't do that. So I just fed him and watered him, kept him under the lamp. He seems to be doing a lot better. He's definitely growing. Even through, I mean, there were times where I would get up in the morning and go in there thinking that he was probably going to be dead because his breathing was very labored. But he seems to be doing a lot better. So I don't know, maybe he'll make it. Now the problem is, though, he is the only duck. I got to get some more ducks. Like, he's the only one. He's going to be lonely for sure. Okay, I have mostly finished the kitchen. It does need one more coat of paint, and I keep thinking there's gonna be cabinets there, so I don't know. It really needs a second coat, but I don't know if I'll talk myself into doing it. Then I've painted the ceilings in here. I need to go over here by the ceiling fan. I don't know if the camera is picking that up or not, but I've done all of the ceilings in here. Now over there, I need to use the kills that, and then paint, and it'll probably take 2 coats since the kitchen needed 2 coats. But this new sheetrock that's never had paint on it, it really soaks up the paint, so it takes a lot.